Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with a look at our weather week ahead here on ArkLaTexHomepage.com, and it could be a rather active week depending on what happens in the tropics. As you can see right now, watching upper level high pressure, which is centered over the southern sections of Texas. This high is going to play a pivotal role in our weather later this week on what could eventually become Tropical Storm Barry. More on that here in a second. In fact, the National Hurricane Center does indicate that it's likely that we will see a depression, if not Tropical Storm Barry, form in the Gulf of Mexico here during the course of the next 3 or 4 days. Here's a look at FUTURECAST's depiction of where Barry might develop. Again, now centered over Georgia, should gradually work its way southward. Then we'll start to see the development. Notice that the white lines increasing in numbers. That's a sign that the system will be strengthening as it moves across the northern sections of the Gulf of Mexico. Models are in pretty good agreement that we'll see the system work its way westward towards the Texas coast. The big question is, what will the path be of this system, possibly Barry, as it moves into Texas? Some models showing it hitting Houston and then moving up towards the ArkLaTex. Some models showing it moving to the south of Houston and then moving into Texas, not doing a whole lot for us. Point is, we're going to keep a very close eye on this system because it does have the potential for strengthening, possibly becoming a tropical storm, perhaps even a hurricane. Can't be ruled out, and produce, if that does happen, obviously the potential would be there that it could produce quite a bit of rain for the ArkLaTex this weekend and early next week. In the meantime, upper level ridging going to keep us relatively dry and hot and humid. As you can see, lows tonight will be in the mid-70s across much of the ArkLaTex. That includes 76 in Texarkana and 77 degrees in Shreveport. Tomorrow, looking at daytime highs in the mid-90s. Combine this heat with the humidity, we will see the heat index value more than likely approach 105 in spots. So be careful in the heat across the ArkLaTex here for your Tuesday with, again, the heat and humidity posing a bit of a threat in terms of its effect on you if you're outside for an extended period of time. Here's a look at Robin's chart of FUTURECAST. You can see as we move forward, we will see the partly cloudy sky across the area tonight. Not really looking at much as far as rainfall. That'll be the case for the most part tomorrow as we go through the afternoon. Very low-end chance for the stray afternoon thunderstorm over the eastern sections of the area. As you can see there with FUTURECAST, we'll see that partly cloudy sky on the way for tomorrow night. And as we go through Wednesday, once again, with Barry trying to get its act together to our southeast and upper level high pressure in control of our weather here at home. Once again, Wednesday looking relatively dry with rainfall chances that will be at best 10% the way it looks right now. So we'll probably have to wait until Thursday to see that chance of rain begin to increase, and again probably will be most widespread as we head into the weekend and early part of next week. Here's a look at again overall picture, one model, and I mentioned that upper level ridge. You can see it strengthening here over the Rockies, and this is what's going to potentially keep Barry moving westward. Now, if that ridge, if there's going to be a little disturbance, which is going to move along the top of this ridge, it's possible that could pick Barry up, or that tropical system, and bring it through East Texas into the ArkLaTex this weekend. So that is a possibility that we'll be watching for. Obviously, we're talking about a system that really hasn't even developed yet, so we will know more as we go through the week ahead, just watching here as the potential is there for some heavy rain here across the ArkLaTex. Again, that would probably be this weekend into the first of next week. Meantime, your 7-day forecast does look like this. Relatively dry for the next couple of days. Hot and humid, highs in the mid-90s. Heat index values approaching 105. And then that chance of rain begins to increase Thursday and Friday, probably most widespread Saturday, Sunday. I have 40% right now for Saturday, Sunday, Monday. If Barry stays further south, that could go down. If it moves our way, those 40s will go up. And of course, all eyes for the Red River Balloon Rally will be on that as we are looking at a bit of an increase in the wind, especially for Saturday. One thing we'll be watching for the balloons there for Saturday, and obviously that chance of rain, which could begin to increase come Saturday. Now, as far as Texarkana, rainfall chances will take a while to increase. You're probably looking at your highest chances Sunday, Monday, but again, daytime highs will be in the low to middle 90s for the work week. Overnight lows in the mid 70s because of the rain. We could see a little bit of cooler temperatures heading into the first part of next week. So still some fine tuning to go on the extended forecast. All eyes on what could become Tropical Storm Barry in the coming days and the direction it heads. If it does head towards Houston, then up East Texas, obviously would produce some rain, lots of it for the ArkLaTex. If it moves through central Texas, its effect on our weather would be somewhat minimal, but nonetheless, that system worth watching as we go through the next week.